Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to the investing channel. My name is Ryan, and in tonight's video, I wanted to let you guys know that another one of my coins turned around and took profit. It was Badger. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys where my entry point was, where my exit point was, calculate what my profit is. But I'm also going to share, for those of you guys that are interested in price predictions for Badger, where Badger might be going next. Okay, so stay tuned. Have a piece of paper and a pen handy so you can make some notes, and we will go ahead and get started. But that's what I do. I do price predictions on coins. So if you guys are into crypto and you guys are jumping into trades and you want to see, follow me on my journey and see when I'm jumping in on coins, when I'm exiting, and then I am making money. So I'm going to show you here in just a moment that a lot of the coins that I'm in are coming around and taking profit. So please subscribe to the channel, smack the notification bell when it pops up, and then you'll be notified when I come up with the next video. All right, so let me share my screen. Here we go. All right, so here is Badger. All right, so this is where I took profit, right here. I ended up buying back on the 2nd of January, somewhere in there. Let's go take a look. So if you go to my username and you click on it, you'll come to this page. You'll see the coins that the videos that I've recently jumped in, I've done. Here's a couple that just recently took profit. And this one is coming available tomorrow morning. I took profit on OMG in less than 24 hours. So I'll make another one of those for you guys to watch. It's pending right now. I've already uploaded it. But if you click on videos, you'll see my whole library. And if you scroll down a couple weeks ago, Badger. All right, there's Badger right there. So that's the one I did where I told you guys my entry point, my exit point, and came around, took profit. Okay, so stay with me. Don't leave yet. Okay, so here is Badger on the 2nd. I jumped in at 1554. My exit was 1690. I had a total investment of 1,010. I had 65 coins and I made 88.40. So I made 9% on my money, which is pretty good, right? For just a couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other ones. Oh, here real quick, you guys can see just since the 24th, look at all these ones that have cleared for me already. So these other ones, I'm just waiting for them to clear, and I've done videos on these. So you guys can come in here, stop the video if you want, see what other coins I'm jumping in on. This column right here is the price that I'm doing my take profit, where I'm jumping out of the trade, okay? And then you can see my total investment here. And then as they start to clear, I'll start putting them down here. But for OMG that just cleared overnight, I took my profit, I threw it into Ethereum, took my initial money that I invested, and I put it into AMP. And I did a video on AMP too. Okay. All right, let's go back. Okay, here we go. So here's where I took profit. It went up a little bit more, but let's go ahead and see what's going on with it. For those of you guys that are in trades now, or maybe you're thinking about investing in Badger. Remember, this isn't advice. This is just my journey. This is just me looking at something and how I look at it, okay? All right, so Ichimoku Cloud, we've jumped up above the green. The green is still trending here. It's starting to maybe potentially start to move sideways. Or I guess sideways, depending upon how this video comes out on YouTube. Okay, so multiple SMA. Ooh, you can see that orange line starting to come up. If it passes there, you could see another jump. All right, MACD is still showing a little bit of red there. So it could drop a little bit more. Be prepared for that. Right now it's just below the 50. Was up high. So usually when you see it up in this range, that is not the time to buy in. You want to buy in more when it's down here. So if you want to monitor the RSI and wait for it to kind of get down, you know, in this lower section, maybe closer to down here, you might see it bounce back up. Okay. This is another indicator that I do. I'm going to show you very quickly. Stay with me. If you guys are learning something, give it a thumbs up, okay? Because you're about to learn the best thing possible. All right. So you got to do one of these because it helps YouTube Know that I'm giving helpful information. So this one doesn't have a lot of history here, but let me go show you. I'll go to OMG here real quick. So for the people that watch me all the time, they know this more often than not. Remember this, more often than not, when price action breaks below a certain point, it'll swing back up. Okay, and let me show you proof. Proof. All right. All right, let me get back here a ways. Okay, these orange bases, more often than not, you'll see it come back up, okay? And then when it drops, you want to buy down in these little areas here, and then you want to sell as it's making its way back up. Okay, so it broke, came back up, broke, came back up on these two, broke, came back up, broke real quick, came back up, broke, doom, 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 dropped, and then came back up over here. Over here, it broke, came back up right there. A couple other ones broke, came back up, little ones. Here's a big long one. This is in May when everything took a big dump, broke. And then all these little areas you could have bought in here, you could have been making money all throughout here. And ultimately, boom, came back up in September all the way. But you could have been making money on every little time it drops. And so let's see here. Let me show you this. Once it breaks this area and it starts to play down in this area, you can also apply that same rule to these gray little bars here. Dropped, came back up, dropped, came back up, dropped, came back up, dropped, came back up, dropped real quick, came back up, dropped right there, came back up over here, dropped, came back up. So you get the gist of what's going on, okay? So let's go back to Badger. Where are you? Dirty Badger. There you are. All right. Okay, let me bring it down. Let's go downtown. Okay. So this is where we're at. Badger doesn't have a lot of information on this screen, not a lot of drops. So right here, it dropped. We're waiting for it to ultimately swing back up. But rather than waiting for who knows how long, I'd rather play in these little areas now, and then ultimately it'll come back up. But rather than me waiting for a quick little profit, let's say I bought in over here at 27 and I'm waiting for it to come back up here. What I'd rather do is I'd rather come back in here and buy on these little drops and come back ups. So this is where I bought. Where did I buy? I bought on the second. Badger 1554, 1554. Okay, so somewhere around 1554. Wait, the second. Okay, right over in this area I bought. Okay, I bought and I was hoping that it would get up to this bottom green bar, and it ultimately did. It just took a little while. So what I could have done is I also could have bought right there. I could have bought right there because it would have swung up back up there. And so these are some points. You can write these down with a pencil if you want. I'll read these off to you. So in the event you are bought somewhere down in here, these are some areas that you can look for setting take profits. 1729, 1881, 2043, 22, 2357, 2314, 2665, 2822, 2979, and ultimately right there, 3131. So these are some potential exit points. Now, if you wait for it to get here, you could wait just like over here. Well, on OMG, took 6 months to come back around, roughly. Maybe 5 months. But you know, on some of the other dips, they're quick. So you could, if you set your take profit, if you bought somewhere down here, you could do a quick little profit, get your money out, and go put it into something else. You could, you know, you want to get that money out and off the table so that it's in your pocket, not so that it's in, you know, Badger's pocket. Badgers don't have pockets, but you know what I'm saying. So you could just take money out, you know, and you could just kind of ride it as you see it start to creep up. You can buy and start to ride it back up, wait for the little dips and buy back in. That's what you guys know. That's what you hear. So if this has been helpful for you, if this has given you some insight, if you guys could do me a solid and give me a thumbs up right down over here. And that helps YouTube know that I'm helping giving you guys helpful information. And real quick, if any of you guys are stuck in trades on other coins, add a comment down below. Let me know what coin you're in. Let me know what price you jumped in at, and I will try to do a video for you and share with you guys what I've done here, so that you guys can get a feel for what potential avenues you can take to meander the trade that you're in. Okay, so I hope that helps. Remember, subscribe, thumbs, or hit the bell, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great night.